Well, hello and welcome back, my Benevolites. So, I hope you all enjoyed the last one. We got to talk about how not letting your mistakes define you. If that sounds of any interest, go check out that video. It's going to be here. It's going to be in the linked comments and then also in the little icon thing up there, whichever side it is. But go check that out if that sounds interesting. But today, I think we're going to talk a little bit about my artistic endeavor and a little bit more about why I make the art that I make. So, ever since I was a child, I've always enjoyed making art, and I've always been an artist to some degree. And I'll make, my drawings. Pretty much always sang. Always enjoyed music. It's always been a large part of me and who I am. But also just the fact that it doesn't really matter what I do or think or try to shift myself into. I can't ever get away from the art. It literally feels like I have a passionate soul burning with colored flame constantly. I feel like I'm an ever-bursting, colorful aura, and I need to show and express that. And I don't really care if I look weird. It doesn't really matter to me anymore. For me, what matters is being able to share it and showing everybody that you can overcome whatever you want to overcome through your hard work and your determination. And, I think a lot of us do get tired of hearing that from all of these people who are professional in what it is that they do, but I truthfully believe it's the honest truth. You cannot expect good things in your life to just come. As I discussed in the first episode, I hope to change that with the things that I do to help ease the world into a place where they can feel like they can do what they want versus being required. But yeah, ever since I was a child, I've made abstract art, and I think that just speaks volumes to the fact that I was going to end up being the type of person that I am now. It's also why I genuinely don't believe that this is the only life that we live. I don't think it's coincidental that I was drawing abstract art when I was a kid. And then I become an adult and I understand what, psilocybin is or any of those trip drugs, right? So, you become an adult and you understand sometimes maybe the underlying reason as to why you're the way that you are. And I feel lucky enough to understand that I've always been in connection with the universe in a much more deep and meaningful way than I would have originally anticipated. From a young age, I was afraid of death. I think most kids are, obviously. But it really marred me for a long time about how life and death works. And through psychedelic experience, I really recognized that we are eternal and we can't be sad about life at the end. And we have to recognize that we always have to move forward. And you can't give up on yourself. And I understand I'm rambling, but I feel it's important to repeat my message because if you know anything about people, doesn't land the first time. It's got to be constantly repeated. And it's also because I truly believe it, you know? I wouldn't be saying it over and over and over again if it didn't really mean something to me. It just seems silly. Why do something without purpose? I'm that type of person. You don't just do random shit for no reason. You always want to do something because it has purpose or meaning. When it comes to true life decisions and being a better person, or you decide you don't want to be, then in that aspect. But I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm here to be a loud messenger from the universe about who you need to be. Feels like we've lost faith and touch with each other, and it's precisely why I'm here, is to help that. And the reason for my art is because it stems from basically the universe trying to speak through me when I was a child and get me to understand that I was always meant for more in this life, that I was going to help change things more than I ever anticipated. And I was given a mission that is imperative for humanity. And the reason for my art and the way that it operates is simply that. It was the universe is trying to give me a message to get me to understand that as time goes on, this is not going to go away. This is going to be something that actually opens up more for you. And you'll finally come back to understanding, once you have your trips, that we needed to talk again. And now that you're back here, here's your mission, man. And I'm telling y'all, people need to be able to experience a psilocybin in their lives at least once. And I find it actually, honestly, absolutely beautiful that it comes from cow shit. One of the most beautiful things that you can experience comes from shit. I love that, because it proves the point that it doesn't matter where you come from, who you are. It doesn't matter. If you want to be great, you can be great. It is the most honest version of how important it is to recognize that it doesn't matter who you are. If you want to make a difference, you can make a difference, and you can make something that comes from shit, turn it into something beautiful. And literally, people do that, right? Like, somebody go pick shit off of the ground and go, like, put it into a mold and use it and make it a sculpture or some dumb shit, right? Like, that sounds stupid, but that'll get fucking millions of views online because it was that dumb. You went and took some fucking shit and put it into something and made art out of it. Like, ridiculous, right? But it truthfully goes to show that you can be as great as you want to be. You are your own limiter, okay? You're your own limitation. You need to be able to understand that just because it's hard, it doesn't mean it's not worth it in the end. Grinding and trying is how you're going to get there. So, that's why I'm here. And that is going to be my artful expression for you all. I'm going to constantly be working to grow and evolve and be better than I was yesterday, if I absolutely can be. Me doing these things, like doing the talks, or me doing my vocal covers, or making my little shorts that I make for you guys, like, all of it has purpose to try to show you guys how much I care about it. And even though I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to this stuff, I'm still going to take the time to do it because that is how much I care. And your guys' devotion should be the same thing for whatever it is that you want to do. I understand I have this large path ahead of me, and I understand what it is that I need to do. I'm grateful for that completely. But it's time for you to do the same thing. Allow your artful expression to shine through and be who you want to be and go do what you want to do by devoting time to that thing. If you're making money right now at your job and you have time when you come home, instead of having to dedicate that to maybe bucking off for 2 to 6 hours when you come home to game or whatever the fuck you're doing, dedicate it to something that you genuinely care about. And through that time and dedication, it's no different than a normal job. If you show up, if you show out, and you want to do it, you're gonna be successful. It's no different than any other job. They give you your raises, they give you your job title increases because you're doing a good job and you show you care. It's the same way with this stuff, man. It's no different. So stop being your own worst enemy. Get up, go do that thing that you were wanting to do for the last 5-10 years, and show that you have that dedication, spirit, and love for it. Because you're not only capable, you're worth it. You're all worth it, man. Stop letting yourself hinder your own light. You're hindering your own light and showing the rest of the world that when they told you you couldn't do it, you're proving them right. Well, I am here to help show you that they're not right, they're wrong. The ones who put you down, the ones who thought that your little things that you did when you were younger and all your little quirks and kinks that you got and these things that are like kind of fucked up with you, or so to speak, that people don't understand. It's because you're a creative person wanting to burst out of the seams, ready to take full effects into the world and show the world that you are deserving of its praise because you have those quirks and those kinks. That's what makes you individual. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you you. And personally, I believe I've got plenty of those. I've obviously got the get up to help accommodate my true self, or for what feels like myself on the inside. This is not my final form, of course. As time goes on, this will evolve. My whole persona. But yeah, that is my artful expression. That is why I do what I do. That is the main reason behind why the art exists, why the art is the way that it is. If you're curious about why I draw the way that I draw, there are some things that are inspiration, but then there are other things that aren't. Like, I just make stuff to make stuff when it comes to my abstract art. I don't do anything necessarily purposeful all the time. I will do more collections and things like that. That's something that I'm working on. Some of you on my Instagram might have seen I'm working on an elephant, kind of a trippy elephant look right now. That one's a little bit on the back burner just because I have so many other projects that I'm working on. That will be one in due time that you guys will see though, okay? I promise that. But I'll do animal an animal collection. I can't remember right now what I called it. But they will be available in due time and ready for prints, as well as potential tapestries as well. And actually, that is something that I will be having soon. So I recently got more of my artwork. This is still part of kind of some of my first recordings I'm doing. So at this time, I don't have all of that stuff posted on my Etsy, but by the time this comes out, I will have all of my videos up on Etsy showing the quality of quite a few of the things that I have up for sale on my shop. And they're really cool. You know, I recently got my Throne of the Observer tapestry, and it's cool. It's way cool. Not only is the canvas super awesome, but the tapestry turned out amazing, truthfully did. So you should definitely go snag your guys's, or you should definitely go snag some of that stuff. Actually, I will be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the name of the design, and then I'm going to put this down so I can show y'all. So this one is the Threshold shirt. So this one, I'm super happy how it turned out. So go ahead and check this out one sec. Alright, so first of all, to show you guys, we've got the Threshold shirt. So this turned out really sick. Hope you guys like this one. You should go cop yourself one. Yeah, up in the corner. That's the link, yo. Go get it. Alright. That's the first one. Alright, so the second one here, it's one that I wear when I'm doing shoots and stuff like that. So this is the neck gaiter. So this is the Infinite Beam neck gaiter. I think you can put that shit on, bro. Look at that. This shit cool. Look at that. Turned out sick as fuck. Nice quality. Alright. I'm gonna show y'all the Throne of the Observer tapestry. It turned out way sick. So, one sec. Ready? Can't get it all in frame, but there you go. That's that shit. That's that shit. Need to treat yourself, as they say in Parks and Rec, yo. Go treat yourself. Read it up. Alright. Now we got the Infinite Beam tapestry, so let's check that out. Hey yo, right? Caught this shit. Look at that. Look at that, yo. Go get your shit, brother. Listen, it ain't gay to own some fucking rainbow shit, man. It's just trippy as fuck. Alright, so final one for the episode, and then I'll let y'all go, alright? So this one's the Threshold tapestry. These were important for me to get in tapestries, all of the ones that I showed you today, just because they're super cool. I love tapestries myself, so enjoy. Alright, so this one is the Threshold tapestry. This one was important for me to show you guys, so alright. This one is definitely one of my favorites. This one took me some time. Sadly, this is one of those ones that I don't have in a black and white when I get to make the coloring book. So this one's just gonna always be a, product for purchase. So, but they turned out really cool. I'm super happy with them. You guys should definitely go cop yourselves one of these. They're 55, but they're worth it. They're huge, they're massive, and that's why they're expensive. But remember that a lot of this stuff takes me a long time to make. Like, this is probably around like at least 100 hours worth of work. Like my Throne of the Observer, that one took me, my Throne of the Observer, that one took me over 200 plus hours, if not more. And I do have recordings of it and some of my other works. I still have to get those edited, but those will be future videos that I will post as well. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Please go grab yourselves one of these incredible tapestries or one of the canvases on my shop, anything that you see. It helps support me so that I can do this full time for you guys. So I appreciate you guys stopping in and listening once again. You guys have a good one. Love y'all.